Virgos, let's go ahead and see what's going on for July. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the runes, then we're going to go ahead and get into the decks that I have here really quickly for my people who want to know what decks I'm using for my tarot enthusiasts. We have the body tarot that I'm using. We're using the, I think this is the everyday tarot. Okay, I hope I'm saying the name right. Yeah, the everyday tarot. I am correct. And we're also going to be using the Enchanted map oracle. So let's go ahead and jump straight in and see what's going on. Virgos. The truth that they need to hear at this moment on their journey. Oh, wow. You guys got the unknown. And all right, so cool. So let's talk about it. So we can start with the unknown since that one actually came up. So this is a blank rune, as you guys can see. And, or not unknown, but the unknowable. Why did I just call it the unknown? Anywho, with the unknowable, with this energy, when it comes to things that you can't put your finger on, allow spirit to reveal the details to you, and don't be in this energy of like questioning to a point to where you're believing things that aren't necessarily true, or creating this like belief system of doubt in moments where things seem unsure or things seem unclear. All right, this is also representative of the divine, so this is interesting. But what else do I want to say? With this, there's a need for you guys to allow things to kind of just flow, especially when it comes to the divine. I think that there's a lot of things that are taking place as of right now in your life that you can't really make out the details of, but it's time for some sort of shift or change in energy. This also is like the energy of karma. So there's some sort of karmic balancing that's taking place behind the scenes as of right now, and that's why you could be seeing certain people who aren't, you know, showing back up in your life, who, you know, may have been karmic connections you may have had, things like that I'm seeing with this. Now also I have the surrender, or not surrender, separation rune in reverse. So with this is interesting. Are there certain things that you guys are holding on to that you may need to shake, is the first thing that spirit is saying to me. Some of you guys do need to release this need to hold on to like this old way of thinking, or old conditioning, I should say. This is also getting out of that energy of refusing to see the truth, or refusing to see the answers that could be right in front of you. You could be thinking that things are a lot more difficult or more complex than it actually needs to be. And when it comes to your circumstances, are you willing to adapt to changes, or are you someone who just kind of stays in old constructs? I think that you guys may be needing to step into a space of being more moldable, or in terms of learning or understanding that life is a constant learning battle. We're going to learn new pieces of information that contradict what we originally may have thought previously, but that just means that we get to update our thought process more than anything. Now, the next one that we have constraint. So with this, are there certain things that are holding you back? Where do you need to hold yourself back from entertaining certain energies? This could also speak to obstacles that we create for ourselves, or problems that we create for ourselves by doing things that are more habitual in nature, or that kind of reject opportunity. This is also speaking to shadow work that needs to be done, recognizing that, yes, we all have a shadow side, and those are just energies that we need to balance out and acknowledge, not ignore or pretend it doesn't exist. Also, some of you guys may need to consider some sort of like business plans closely. Make sure that you're looking over certain things. This is also speaking to working with debt. So if you have any debt that's occurring, maybe cutting back on using like credit cards or things that basically put you in the energy of debt. This could even be addictions in some forms. Now, the next rune I actually want to address, let's go ahead and talk about movement. It's in reverse though. So again, another rune of like holdups, needing to address holdups in energy. With this is also acknowledging that you haven't missed any opportunities. If you've been in this energy of thinking that you missed your golden opportunity to be successful, or you missed your golden opportunity to be a wife or a mother, or to meet true love, or to do certain things in your life, there's no opportunities that are missed. What's for you will manifest regardless of the time frame on that. And if you're a little bit confused as of right now, it may be you guys needing to just kind of let time flow, or allow your situation to just naturally flow. And I think the last one I didn't cover is journey. So with this rune, this is acknowledging the path that you're on, understanding that journeys, they consist of ups and downs. It's not a straight shot to anything in life. Understand that. So when you get into the thought process of thinking that everything is just supposed to be 100% perfect 24/7, or you're not doing something right, this is a blocked mentality. This is a mindset that will keep you from achieving if you're not careful. All right, let's go ahead and continue. All right, so Virgos, what are the truths they need to hear as of right now? Virgos, we have the 10 of fire, which is burnout. We also have the 10 of water, which is happiness, and the 7 of fire, which is fight. Interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. So with the 10 of fire, let's start there. When it comes to some sort of burnout that you could be experiencing at the moment, understand that this is just your body trying to tell you that you need to take it down a notch, or you may be needing to get out of this like energy of overworking yourself. Just because, and I think I said this for another zodiac sign, just because you work a lot or you put a lot on your plate doesn't necessarily mean that you're being productive, because productivity, consists of taking care of your body, or considering how your body needs rest, proper nutrients, all of these things in order for you to produce your best. So if you're experiencing burnout, take care of your physical self and your mental self and your emotional self so that you can return to center, especially when it comes to creativity. Another thing I'm hearing, this is knowing when enough is enough. Some of you are really taking on a lot from a particular connection, certain connections that you have with people in terms of friends, family, lover, whoever, person you have children with. This is preserving your energy. Now, also with the 10 of water here, this is speaking to happiness. So prioritizing you, prioritizing what makes you feel content, what makes you feel at peace. And that's what's going to bring you to a place of happiness. Some of you have been focusing on outside things also to bring you a level of happiness, whether that's you thinking once you get a certain level of financial security, you're going to be happy, or thinking that if certain things transpire for you, that's going to ultimately wipe all the depression that you've ever felt, or child trauma, or whatever this is. And that's not true. You guys are going to have to really dig deep and ask yourself what will make you happy beyond the material in order for you to have true happiness that doesn't come from things that could either be ripped away from you, or that can be ripped away from you, not either. Anywho, continuing on, I also have the 7 of fire. So this is picking your battles wisely. Is it worth it to argue with this particular person? Is it worth it to fight for a situation where the prize is nothing? But also in that same breath, making sure you're having a level of resilience and that you don't let your situation bring you to a point of just giving up. Virgos, what are the truths that they need to hear as of right now? We have the goblins in reverse. We have making a choice. We also have cleaning house. Interesting. So more energies of releasing. With goblins in reverse, this is speaking to, for one, your situation not being as scary as you may be viewing it as of right now. Maybe you need to change your viewpoint on the energies that are around you in order for you to release any sort of belief system that your situation is a lot harder than it is. Also, this is making sure you're not taking on other people's burdens and their emotional baggage. Some of you are doing that as of right now, and that could be an energy transfer that's happening and you don't even know it, or you're not even aware. There's also realizing that no one's perfect, so don't expect yourself to be perfect. Don't expect your every move to be the right move, because the lessons within our experiences is exactly what we need so that we can be successful. And also drawing attention to loving yourself unconditionally in that, in those imperfections. Now, also with making a choice here, the truth is some of you are on the brink of change. It's just requiring you to take that first step, especially if you guys are in this in-between state. I'm getting like the Two of Swords from this card. I always get the Two of Swords with this card, but yeah, it just seems like you need to trust your intuition as well. Some of you are thinking that the choice is a lot harder than it is, when your intuition is already leading you in the right direction. Okay. And this is also allowing yourself to make decisions and choices and not beating yourself up about it. You're not going to make the perfect decision the first time or every time, but it's a need for you to not create a level of stagnant energy for yourself by just holding yourself back by making no choice. Now, with cleaning house, this is about clearing clutter out of your life. What can come with you on the journey that you're on and what cannot? It also kind of feels like Spirit is doing the work for you. And when I say clearing house, this doesn't mean literally like you guys just cutting every single person that you know off. This could mean clearing out emotional baggage, clearing out that need to focus on things you've experienced 7 years ago as a point of reference. This is clearing out the things that don't serve you. This could be clearing out the need to depend on an addiction. Okay, let's keep going though. Virgos, what are the messages coming through from our Virgos? So we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So continuing on, more truths that I'm kind of seeing with these cards. So don't act off of impulse is the first thing that I heard. If you just get this bright idea to do certain things that in the long term you're trying your best not to do, and it takes you, having that one impulsive thought to act on certain things, you need to refrain from doing it, especially if this has anything to do with reaching out, contacting someone, feeling the need to apologize to people who deserve to apologize to you or don't deserve an apology, but more so deserve to apologize to you. And not only just acting out of impulse, this is saying things that you can't take back. So be careful during this time frame in the month of July of saying things that could backfire. Some of you guys, you have a particular person irregardless of the zodiac sign, who does this thing where they see you moving on with your life and trying your best to heal and explore your options, and they don't like that. So they could just randomly decide to reach out to you because of that reason. So if you have an ex that won't let you live your best life, or keeps contacting you, keeps reaching out when you just seem to be doing good, it's because they don't want to see you moved on with someone else. So this may be someone you need to keep at a far distance. Some of you have not been right ever since some sort of divorce or a breakaway of some sort of like long-term relationship or family situation. And Spirit is saying deep down that you knew that this situation was bad for you, or it was time for you to move on. It's just the fact that now it's actually over. Some of you are just harping on it a little bit too much, and Spirit wants you to release yourself from the need to do that. I think that we covered a lot though. I hope that this was helpful in some degree. If it was, definitely feel free to thumbs up the video and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.